So what we have is, it is my privilege to introduce two local Laguna Beach residents who all of you know very well because they've been working hard their entire, well, for many years here on Laguna Beach as activists in many ways. So Tom and Ginger, I think Ginger is going to be highlighted as well on the screen. They had opened the Citizens Climate Lobby chapter in Laguna Beach 2 years ago. And CCL is an organization that empowers everyday people to work together on climate change solutions. CCL volunteers like Tom and Ginger have organized more than 600 local chapters across the United States. CCL's goal is to garner support in Congress for a national bipartisan solution to climate change. Many of you know both Ginger and Tom very well since they are active members in our community, but I am delighted to share a little bit more about them. Tom and Ginger both have PhDs and are retired professors from Santa Ana College, where they first met, I think, right, Ginger? Is that where you met? Okay. And they first learned about CCL at a Laguna Beach Democratic meeting 4 years ago, where a guest speaker, Brian Murphy, discussed CCL's mission. So they were inspired then to join, and I will let them tell you why they were inspired, but I hope this comes full circle tonight. So where many of you will find that this is also a good fit for climate action you would like to join to make a difference. So with that, Tom and Ginger.
Thank you, Gwen. Ginger and I are both strong advocates of CCE for Laguna Beach. At the same time, we recognize that the climate crisis is global. It necessitates actions by national governments with border adjustment policies to assure fair and climate responsible international trade. Large numbers of climate scientists and economists say that carbon pricing is the most effective first step to dramatically reduce carbon emissions. Slide, please. Okay, what you're looking at is a slide that appeared in 2019 in the Wall Street Journal. And it's about the importance of carbon pricing. And we have here a list of some 3,500 of the leading economists in the United States calling for carbon pricing as the best and first step to take toward addressing climate change. And among them, 4 chairs of the Federal Reserve Board, 27 Nobel laureates in economics, and a host of other very recognizable leaders in America. Citizens Climate Lobby is advocating for passage of the Energy Innovation and Carbon Dividend Act, House Resolution 2307. It would put an annually escalating price on carbon and return all of the net proceeds to taxpayers in equal monthly installments. So far, 58 members of Congress have become co-sponsors of our bill. This bill has been vetted by Regional Economics Models Incorporated and by economists at Columbia University. And they have found that when this measure becomes a law, that it will reduce carbon emissions by 40% by 2030. I don't know of another strategy out there that can match those metrics. CCL started in Coronado, California in 2007. And our chapter in Laguna Beach is just one chapter out of over 600 chapters, as Gwen just mentioned, worldwide. We have over 200,000 members, and we lobby government at all levels, from City Hall to Congress. We walk the halls of Congress, in fact, 2 times a year. We meet with over 500 members of both the House and the Senate. And the training for this is quite rigorous, and the experience is nothing short of exhilarating. And when we enter the various congressional offices, we are met by members of Congress and their staffs who recognize our organization. They know that we are always respectful and that we always make sense. The Laguna Beach City Council, I'm happy to say, unanimously endorsed the Energy Innovation and Carbon Dividend Act last year. Ginger will now tell you how you can become part of this solution and join our chapter of Citizens Climate Lobby.
Great, thank you, Tom. And I would just add that the Energy Innovation and Carbon Dividend Act addresses climate justice, in that the dividend that goes back to households benefits most low-income families, as many of them will get have more in their pocket left after they pay for the rising cost of carbon. Also, as carbon emissions and fossil fuel use declines as a result of the price on carbon, that oil refineries and oil wells will go offline, and there will be less pollution in the very impacted vulnerable communities. So this is a just type of measure and the most effective single measure for producing an economy-wide reduction in carbon emissions. So I invite you to learn more about Citizens Climate Lobby. Once a week, there is an introductory call that you can listen to. There's a link in the chat. Thank you, Alex, for putting that in. And if you like what you hear about the goals and methods of CCL, we'd like you to contact us. There's an email address, lagunacitizensclimatelobby.org or at gmail.com. And coming up this weekend is the International Conference, where there will be more discussion about putting a price on carbon. Chapter activity coming up in later June, on June 26th, is a picnic that is going to be at a little park off Laguna Canyon Road. And there you will meet very interesting, fun people, many of whom are on this call at the Democratic Club tonight. And so we invite you to join. That can be your first introduction. I think you'll like us. And we'll certainly like to get to know you. And also to follow like and follow our Facebook webpage, our Facebook page. And so all of that should be in the chat. So if you have a lot on your plate and don't feel like you have time at this point in your life to join our chapter, but you have 5 minutes a month that you can express your concern about it and want to urge your members of Congress to put a price on carbon, please participate in CCL's monthly calling campaign. You will get an email or text notice of your day to call. You'll be given a script to use as a guide for your phoning, and telephone numbers. So it's very easy. In 5 minutes, you can have an impact on the political process that will move forward, putting this very important price on carbon. And I want to thank the Laguna Beach Democratic Club for this opportunity, for Gwen, who populates our Facebook page with such interesting articles, and look forward to seeing you at one of our events.
Thank you so much, Tom and Ginger. You guys are just pillars of the community, and you just work so hard, never ending and tirelessly for this such important work. So thank you so much. It's my privilege to be in the chapter with you.